What's up, guys? Jared coming at you with another review. Today we're taking a look at the Revoltech Moon Knight. As usual, I'm going to go ahead and go through the articulation first. And if you know Revoltech, there'll be a lot of time spent here today. So starting with the head, you're going to get about that much movement upwards and that much movement downwards. That's good. Now, normally I would try to explain a lot of the articulation here, but because Revoltech has such like unique joints, like here alone, there's like this like floating piece with the collar. And because of how unique Revoltech's joints are, I'm just going to show you how they move. I think that's easiest for everyone. I'll try to explain some things if I see them, but there's a lot of moving parts with Revoltech. It's just how you get all these awesome, crazy poses. So neck joint's pretty good. Coming up to these shoulders, there is a ball. There's like a double ball peg here, so he can get crazy high. And look how high that arm goes. And then it's, you can make it go right across his chest too. You can really get a lot of movement out of this. There's only one, it's like basically a ball joint for the elbow, but you're gonna get better than 90 degrees there. Plus you can really finagle it. Probably do a little more. Standard ball hinge for the wrist, so that's gonna be about everything you need out of a wrist joint. Should mention too, they've got these they're like pseudo butterfly joints, but they incorporate them into like the sides. His only really moves back, which is still good because you can get like that pose of he's rearing to punch someone. He's cocking his arm back. That looks good. Not a lot of forward movement there, but I think that's okay. This shoulder pad is on a ball joint here, I believe, so it can kind of move around. It's not on a ball joint. It swivels like it's on a ball joint. Going to the torso, yeah, you know the drill. You're gonna get a lot out of it. You're gonna get a lot out of it, and that far back, so that's great. I mean, a lot of Revoltech's, looking at Revoltech stuff is always fun because it's show not tell. You see how it's moving, so you're gonna see what it's gonna do. So I'm just kind of moving it how you might show everything off. Going down to the torso, of course, you get an amazing spread. There's this secondary cut here at the thighs, so you can get a lot of different movements out of that. You can go very far forward. Of course, you can angle it to make it go even more far. The thing about Revoltech that I love so much is just when you think you're at the limit, there's something else that you can move and get even more out of it. And look at that. Now he can kick even further up just by moving all those parts one part at a time. Going down to the knees, it is a single joint, but oh yeah, okay. They do that too. That's okay. Single jointed knee, but clearly you get quite a bit of range out of that. One thing I'm not a huge fan of is how they do these knee pads, but that's really not so bad. Down to the boot, there is a joint in the boot, as you can see, so you can just get that little extra range out of it, which makes him go that's how he really tucks his leg in there. Otherwise it, would look like this. So again, like I was saying, with all that extra movement, you've got a ball peg for the ankle, which is going to go that far forward, that far backwards, of course that far to the side, and you get a toe joint. So again, this is Revoltech's mostly standard articulation here for a figure this size. It's impressive. It's really nice. So I'm going to pass it over to Phil. He's going to go ahead and talk about the look and design, the Revoltech Moon Knight.
All right, you guys, Philip here. We're going to be taking a gloss over the look and design and the accessories for the Revoltech Moon Knight. And question of the day, with Revoltech's latest success with this Moon Knight, did you guys run out and go pre-order Agent Venom that's coming out from Revoltech? That's a figure Jared and I are very high on and interested in taking a look at. Very excited to get him soon in our hands. All right, so let's take a look now at the look and design of Revoltech Moon Knight. The design is just off the charts, man. Revoltech for, you know, like when you have Revoltech in your hands, man, you just gotta be careful, man, because this thing just constantly just wants to pose. It's almost like it wants to self-pose, honestly, and you know, take that for whatever you want, whether or not you think that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I think if you're looking at a figure that you want articulation off the charts, I think this is where you're gonna want to be. I do like all his nice shading on him, the nice glossy white and stuff like that. I like that he's light to the touch, man. Like, really just feels light, and which is a good thing too for a figure like Revoltech, because again, you want to just constantly just go off on posing with him and stuff like that, and you can pretty much do that with this one. So really like that. Good, looks just like Moon Knight is supposed to look like. Really good there. So not too much to talk about there. Now let's talk about the accessories. One thing I absolutely love about Revoltech and their accessories is that they give you this thing to display all of the hands on. I wish more companies would do this. This is something they should just rip right off of Revoltech. This allows you to, so the pegs don't wear off over time. So I like that you could display that, and you could just basically, and it keeps it all organized too. So you can see every, like, you know, all the hands. I like this set of hands right here, and I like these two set of hands right here. Really good there. I like that you go, he's gripping the knives, and you can see that they come right through the hand. So again, little attention to detail, stuff like that, I appreciate. Really cool there. Also too, he's got his boomerangs, or the moonerangs, whatever you want to call them. Very cool there. Nice. And then we got these other two pieces of extra plastic for his cowl, his cape, his shoulders. They peg right there. They're very tight, and you know, they're a little bit of a pain, so we kind of just left them off like that. We also get two nice alternative face plates with really nice expression. One thing I want to talk about the face plates too, I love that they actually are half white and half shaded, like that black and gray, so it kind of looks like he's always in the dark a little bit. I really do appreciate that. Really just, again, attention to detail. We get his staff that's already put together, and then we get another staff that is separated. So pretty cool accessories. Could have had a little bit more for the price you're paying, but that's okay. We're gonna now move on to the final verdict and grade him on a scale of 1 to 100. All right, you guys, we are now here at the final verdict for Revoltech Moon Knight. And Jared, you're gonna kick us off with box presentation. Go for it.
So I gotta say, the boxes that Revoltech puts out for their figures are always hitting that mark. You see plenty of poses, you see what they come with, you see a nice window view,
compact,
you see comic art. It's great.
Excellent.
You know,
20 out of 20, ladies and gentlemen. Just perfect score.
Yeah.
Can't ask for more. Next up, your other segment, articulation. I mean,
there's really not much to say here. For a Revoltech, 20 out of 20. You
can get any pose. It's almost actually too easy to pose with this guy.
Yes, it is.
It's like
great.
Almost self-posing. He just wants to immediately start doing it.
Yeah, like I showed off, I love that, like, their ingenuity is like, well, you can get this far, and then we've added this thing, so you can get even further. So it's literally above and beyond.
And also, it's kind of like a head scratcher. Why can't other companies do this?
Yeah, I mean, it
does kind of make you wonder.
But their ingenuity really shows.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
what we want other companies to capture.
Yep. Next up, look and design. Pretty close to a perfect score. We give it an 18 out of 20. Just a couple of things we would have liked a little bit better as far as design goes. And the look of Moon Knight, it does look pretty good. I would have also just liked just some different things, but it's still very good. The shading on him is actually really good. If you get real close up on this, you can almost see, like, it almost has like a pink gloss, almost like you said, Jared, like,
it's like
pearlescent.
Yeah, it's nice.
Beautiful. Next up, accessories, 15 out of 20. Would have liked it. It came with more accessories. If you order this directly from Kyoto, which is Revoltech directly, you got the all black. I would have liked to actually seen that with this standard figure. Would have also liked to seen some throwing effects, some staff effects, some stuff like that.
Yeah, the all black mask would have been nice.
It would have been dope. Yeah, absolutely.
Some throwing effects would have been cool too, like you know, like an air effect with some moonerangs.
Yep, and a swirl throwing through it. Like, we're missing some fighting effects here, is what we're kind of missing.
Yeah.
That would have really jumped this thing to a perfect 20. Next up, this is one of the biggest killers, Jared. You're talking about price. MSRP, pretty high, and if you guys
$20, I mean, you can order it directly on like Emmy,
yeah,
get a little discount, but not a huge discount.
Yep.
Their figures have kind of been going up in price.
And I was gonna say, you're not finding this guy right now for the MSRP. So yeah,
it's a little difficult to
Revoltech, because of Moon Knight, I mean, kind of put them on the map. People are very excited about Agent Venom. We saw Cable go up in price. Deadpool go, like Revoltech in general has gone up in price. So
yeah.
you know, get it while it's hot, guys.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. Final score, guys: 86 out of 100, B+, almost cracking that A grade. We think this is an excellent figure. If you were looking for a definitive Moon Knight, though, I think it definitely belongs in that category, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's some other good Moon Knights out there, but this is like
almost hitting all the marks.
Yes, he's great.
So let us know what you guys think. If you guys think we're right, wrong, comment down below. Don't forget, hit that like button if you guys appreciate this and want to see more of this type of content. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next time.